Everyone says that to change your body after 50, you need a strict diet, an expensive gym, and workouts like an athlete. But what if the answer is in just one movement? A move you already do, sitting and standing, but with intention, technique, and consistency. Doing 50 squats a day isn't about sweating or suffering. It's about freedom. Freedom to bend down without pain, to lift your grandchild with ease, to climb stairs without stopping halfway. This simple habit activates your muscles, strengthens your bones, boosts your mood, speeds up your metabolism, and even supports your heart. All of that in less than 10 minutes a day. Sounds like a stretch? Maybe. But in this video, you'll see why squatting is the silent secret behind stronger, longer living bodies. And by the end, you just might realize you'll never want to go a day without it. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on notifications. Squats aren't just a gym exercise, they're a real-life rehearsal. Every time you sit down and stand up from a chair, a couch, or the toilet, you're doing a squat. The difference is, no one teaches you how to do it with control in your daily life. And that's where the problems begin. Cracking knees, aching backs, legs that don't help. It's like the body forgets how to move safely. Imagine your body is like an operating system, like a smartphone. Squatting is the restart button, a reset of your basic balance, posture, and strength commands. When someone does it every day, it's like reprogramming the body to work better, even for simple tasks like carrying groceries or going up the stairs without losing breath. One man who got back to squatting at 63 said, "Today I don't need the support chair in the bathroom anymore." That's the power of an essential movement. What's even more surprising is that most people don't see squats as a test of independence, but in reality, it's one of the strongest indicators of longevity. People who can squat and stand without help tend to keep their independence much longer. And when this becomes a daily habit, the body responds fast. But what does that have to do with stronger bones? Bones are like muscles. If you don't challenge them, they weaken. A simple trip can become a serious threat. A fall in the bathroom, a slip on the sidewalk. Every squat puts healthy pressure on your bones, encouraging them to grow denser. It's like thickening the cement of your foundation. Without even realizing it, you're protecting yourself from life-altering fractures. I clearly remember a 58-year-old student who came in afraid to move. She had broken her wrist before and avoided stairs. We started with 10 squats a day, using the wall for support. After 3 months, she said, "I feel more grounded, like I've grown roots in my feet." It wasn't a miracle, it was consistency. Stimulating the bones, even through simple movement, creates real results. Bones respond to use, ignore them, and they become hollow, fragile, and forgotten. It's almost poetic to think that with every squat, you're reinforcing the concrete of your foundation. And that foundation is what supports everything: walking, getting up, hugging, living. It's not about looks or vanity. It's about preventing the day when you fall and can't get back up. And if strengthening your bones is already that powerful, imagine what happens when the pain starts to go away too. A lot of people complain about back pain and blame the mattress, the weight of their bag, or even the weather. But they rarely look at their legs. Yes, the legs. Because when your muscles are weak, your spine becomes the lone warrior carrying the load by itself. Squatting teaches the body to redistribute weight smartly, like a team where everyone pulls their own weight. The more your quads, glutes, and core help out, the less strain your back has to endure. One man we worked with started doing squats from a low chair. At first, he grimaced and pushed off his thighs just to stand up. 30 days later, he was squatting and lifting grocery bags like it was nothing. What changed? His muscles finally started doing what they were supposed to: provide support. Chronic pain is often just a lack of support, not from the world, but from your own body. Some folks think the only way to burn fat is by dripping sweat or running for miles, but the body doesn't work like a faucet. What truly fires up your metabolism is the kind of muscle you move, and squats target the biggest muscle groups: thighs, glutes, and core. Each rep is like lighting an internal furnace that keeps burning for hours after. It's not magic, it's biology working in favor of a consistent habit. One student told me, "Coach, I didn't change my diet, but my belt started getting loose." What happened? His metabolism stopped being lazy. The muscle growth triggered by squatting increased his basal energy expenditure, meaning his body started burning more energy just to stay alive. And that effect stacks up day after day like compound interest, but for your vitality. The analogy is simple. Doing 50 squats a day is like keeping a furnace lit. It warms the whole house. The stronger you get, the more energy your body uses to sustain those active muscles. It's the opposite of a sedentary life, where everything slows down. But what happens to the heart, that powerful motor inside you, when you start moving every single day? Not many people link a basic squat to heart health, but this movement is a real ally for your cardiovascular system. Every time you squat, the leg muscles contract like an extra pump, helping push blood back up to the heart. That's why this exercise improves circulation, especially for people who end the day with heavy, swollen or tired legs. Squatting literally gets your blood moving more efficiently. I remember a woman who once told me, "By the end of the day, my legs feel like washing machines, heavy and throbbing." Just a few weeks of daily squats, and that feeling started to fade. Not because she took meds or wore compression socks, but because she taught her body to move the way it was born to. Her calves and thighs began working like a second heart. And that kind of change doesn't just show up in the mirror, it shows up in the lightness you feel throughout your day. Improved circulation impacts more than just your legs. It touches everything. You sleep deeper, feel less pain, and even think more clearly. When your blood flows freely, your whole body thanks you. And if the heart is a motor that gets stronger with movement, the brain seems to respond in its own way too. But what happens to your mood and mind when you start moving your body every day? There's something almost magical about moving your body daily. It's not just sweat or muscle strength, it's an emotional release that few expect. When you squat, your body releases chemicals like endorphins and serotonin that directly affect your mood. And this happens even on tough days when getting out of bed feels like a chore. Squats become, no exaggeration, a natural, free antidepressant. One man I worked with said that after a month of daily squats, he was sleeping better and arguing less with his wife. "I can't explain it, I just feel calmer," he told me. That calm didn't fall from the sky. It came from his body working the way it should. Mind and muscle walk hand in hand, and ignoring one is neglecting the other. When the body gets stronger, the emotional side finds solid ground to stand on. And you don't have to be an athlete to feel it. Sometimes just 10 squats on a rough day are enough to release that tension building up inside. It's like opening a window and letting fresh air into your mind. And if your head finds peace through movement, your core, the literal center of your body, gains a level of protection that goes way beyond looks. The core is that group of muscles you can't really see in the mirror, but feel every time you balance, get out of bed, or protect your lower back. A lot of people think it's just abs, but it's actually like a natural belt that stabilizes your entire body. When you squat, this area is constantly activated to keep your posture in check and your spine safe. It's like setting off your body's alarm system against falls, twists, and sudden aches. One student told me, "I had no idea my abs were working just to keep me from falling backward." Exactly. During a squat, your core is engaged the whole time without you even noticing. It keeps you steady, helps you breathe better, and teaches you how to move with more control. It's true functional training, an invisible shield that follows you around all day. Over time, even standing up from a chair feels smoother, lighter, and effortless. Strengthening the core is like reinforcing your body's center of gravity. Everything revolves around it. And when that foundation is solid, other parts follow suit. Shoulders loosen up, the neck relaxes, even your walk changes. It's like building a house from the foundation up. But what happens when the mirror starts reflecting visible changes without a crash diet or crowded gym? The most surprising transformation for people who commit to 50 squats a day isn't always physical, it's internal. When you look in the mirror and realize you're standing taller, getting up easier, or that your clothes fit differently, something shifts inside. I can do this. That kind of progress, even when subtle, sparks something powerful, your self-esteem. And it's not about looking younger, it's about feeling capable again. A 61-year-old man once told me, "Coach, my belly's still here, but the way I look at myself has changed. I feel like I'm in charge of me. And that's no small thing. A lot of people after 50 start to feel invisible, to others, to the job market, even to themselves. But the body responds, and that physical change brings back something big: respect, self-respect too. The daily squat becomes a reminder you're in control. And once that confidence returns, it spreads. People start saying yes to invitations more often, trying out new hobbies, even changing the way they dress. Because if they've already conquered the challenge of 50 squats a day, what else might they be capable of? That question opens massive doors, including the path to keeping this new body and mind in motion without needing a gym, fancy gear, or miracle promises. If you've made it this far, one thing should be crystal clear. It's not about looks, it's about freedom. Doing 50 squats a day won't perform miracles, but it will deliver real transformation, the kind you feel in your muscles, your bones, and your mindset. And now that you know what this habit can do for you, what are you going to do with that knowledge? Are you going to wait until the pain hits harder, or will you take that first step today, right now? Try it out. Stand up, squat, and count to 50. Feel your body react. Feel your mind shift. Then come back and tell me, how many did you manage? How did it feel? If this video inspired you in any way, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because we're walking this journey together, one step or squat at a time. And share this video with someone who deserves to feel strong in their body again. See you in the next one.